Arius, you guys have been sleeping in this cave, kind of with individual tents. But there is like a fire out in the face of the cave, where there are many sleeping sacks and sleeping beds and like what are the mats called? Like the Tama style mats, I believe is what they're called. In Japan that people sleep on. There's some mats kind of like that. They're near like an embering fire, and you see Liliana, the daughter of Luxador, betrothed of Arius, just sitting there at his side, just kind of moving the hair out of his eyes, just watching him breathe, watching his chest inhale and exhale. Luxador is also sleeping right now, but there's various other people, halflings, elves, humans, running around the grove doing other things. As you all begin to come to, you smell the subtle smells of breakfast being made somewhere off in the cave.
Are you seeing this?
Am I streaming it?
Yeah.
Not on Discord, but I'm streaming it on our.
Oh, okay.
Am I streaming now?
Okay.
Can you see it now?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I
yeah.
am streaming. My fault. I didn't realize I was streaming. I thought somebody else was. But yeah.
No, you're good.
No, you're good. As if no one really wants to do anything, Myrrh begins to stir, kind of beginning to put her armor back on as you guys are probably going to travel at some point. She kind of looks at you all. We should probably get moving. The Muidain will want to hear about our progress and our mission, and would want to hear about this turn of events. Who knows what Gandalf is up to? We need to start gathering allies to make sure we're prepared.
Well, hopefully we can count on the Muidain to include us as an ally, even though this mishap kind of is a portion of our fault, I guess.
He would see it that way, but I don't see it that way. None of us could have seen this coming. Right now, it's probably, what day is it? Oh, it's probably the middle of the Jinns Festival right now. They might not be. It's worth a shot. We should at least go back to the city now and wait and try to touch base with the council and maybe send word to other strongholds where you guys have friends or allies. Perhaps you should message your dad, Brienne. I don't know if he could really help us in this situation, but at least let him know, you know?
Oh, I do plan on going back to the kingdom and talking to them in person to let them know what happened and to, you know, we'll definitely be able to count on my kingdom as backup for this problem.
Awesome.
It is a great shame that Gandalf has betrayed us. You know, I felt very, you know, he was a confidant. You know, as I was going through what I was going through with my family, and so, you know, for him to do that with the same people, you know, very disgusting. So now that's all that's on my mind is, you know, making him pay.
Revenge, slaughter.
Revenge is always good.
I think we should.
Slaughter doesn't hurt either.
I agree with your guys' sentiment in wanting revenge. I think we should proceed with caution, given
Jamie, shut the fuck up.
given the ritual that he just ascended to.
Jamie, I decided not to kill you, but you talking just is pissing me the fuck off.
Hey, then we, because I'm a way of this open hand, and you can catch a hand. But all I'm saying is, don't think Gandalf is the same wizard that he was before this all happened. Just ascended to a lich. It's a little bit different.
He's about to ascend to these fists.
Oh man.
I think it would be good to find some reinforcements to go pursue Nirvana and Gandalf though.
We need an anti-Gandalf missile.
A weapon just for him. Well,
Jamie,
I believe Volgrim, if Volgrim's still with us, he has a spell that it's an anti-magic circle that it could be of some use when we finally do encounter Gandalf again.
I think it might be best to try to get a couple 9th level. If we can get our hands on some 9th level time stop or 9th level spells in general to counteract. Because as a lich, I do believe he's going to be able to use a few. I mean, Gandalf already has 2 9th level slots, I believe, and a 3rd or 4th isn't hard to come across.
He's got 3 9th level spells.
Yeah, sounds like a problem for me.
Yeah, he's not gonna be too fun to encounter when we do. However, I think that my former brother in magic has to go down. It's sad that what he's done, but he fucked around. Now he's gonna have to find out.
So I think first order of business is whenever we do travel, I need to get back to the kingdom, and I need to discuss this with them, and we do need to figure out a path of beating this man and coming up with some type of plan.
I think that's a great idea. Also, it would be very wise to go to the Magus College now that Gandalf has become a lich. I know there was a following of young red wizards who looked up to Gandalf, and if we can stop them from going over to his side, that would be the best for us.
Do you think we could just kill them all?
We could, but I don't know which ones are the ones that are ready to defect.
Okay, we can hang them all and decide later who was the good and who were the bad.
This is turning into House of the Dragon real quick.
I was just
where they hung all the rat catchers.
That's why I didn't.
I've seen
That's
before.
why I didn't go into it, bro. Some people haven't seen it.
It's episode 2. Sorry.
Yeah, I haven't seen the last one, so let's leave it.
Yeah, say less. I got you. Might be.
Yeah.
Happy you picked up what I was putting down.
Yeah, I was there. This shit looks like it get kind of wild.
So I don't think we should kill all of the students of the school, seeing as how that's just problematic
we didn't say all
itself.
the students. We just said all the people that were following Gandalf.
Well, we don't know which ones are which, so
we might need them
it's
too.
a slippery slope.
Yeah,
We
because
might need them.
I was saying like Gandalf is what was a staple in that college and did help rebuild it after the meteor strike, and he also created the school of necromancy there. So there's probably some people that are looking up to him for that.
Don't touch that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very, very likely, Jamie. You bring up a good point. When we're speaking of traveling, I have to say that I made a promise, so I have to return and fulfill a promise. But I'm definitely down to travel.
Well, how about what do you guys think about checking out? We're gonna have a crazy couple of weeks ahead of us. How about we check out the Gen Festival, say goodbye, give a goodbye to our friend Mur, and then travel back to the kingdom.
Okay. Yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
Sounds like a plan. A good few nights of rest before no sleep for a while works, I guess.
Agreed. I agree with that.
There's a Gen that I would like to speak with, and or just find out a little bit more about what they're about.
Yeah.
Before we get to traveling, I'm gonna pull Brienne off to the side and say, "You a while back you stole something from an altar. I'm a little worried about that."
What are you talking about?
Remember when we first came?
No, I thought we forgot about this. What are you talking about?
I didn't forget shit.
Well, you should have.
Never.
Snitches, bitches, bro.
Oh no, who's snitching? I'm just talking to you. I'm the only one who noticed. I'm just saying you should try to return that before you go talking to any djinn.
Well, maybe I want the smoke. Did you ever think about that?
Going to a festival, celebrating the individuals who want smoke.
Isn't it more suspicious to return a stolen object though than just to keep it?
I think you should put it in your bag of holding. I think that might work.
Yeah, I think I should as well. If I put it in here, you'll never know I have it.
Nah. Just wanted to pull you to the side and talk to you about it.
You know what I could do? To ease your mind, what I'll do is I'll put it in my oasis in a rod of security, and it could stay there for as long as it needs to.
Okay, that's fair.
And then we won't have to run into any djinn that have any idea that it has been stolen. Plus, I remember, if I remember correctly, I'm not the only one that took something from there.
Who else took something?
I think somebody else grabbed right? Am I bugging?
I'm pretty sure somebody else grabbed a lamp too. I think you're not wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at my notes right now. Or at least from that
No.
session.
I just am wary of making enemies of even more people when we have a lich now that we have to deal with, as well as Nirvana.
Well, to be honest,
that's all I'm saying.
To be honest, Volcom, within the past weeks, I really can't tell who's my friend or enemy anymore.
Yeah. I guess with everything that's went on, I guess that's a fair assessment. But know that some of us don't have wavering allegiances, so just know that.
My allegiance is to this group and only this group, and I have a few other people that I hold highly, but know that I believe that he will not be able to tell that I have the lamp. If it's in a different dimension, I think we should be good.
Fair enough. Let's travel.
You guys begin making your way back through the desert. It takes a couple days to get back to the city, but sure enough, you make your way back through unscathed. And let me pull you to that map real quick. The city of Weha.
Bless you.
Thank you. Jamie, for the first time, you see these amber-colored stone walls a couple miles out from the city, and eventually you make your way closer, and you can see the closer you get, there are runes carved into the stone. And as you guys, all of you get closer, notice it, but as you guys are getting closer, they begin to blink slowly, like about every 60 seconds or so. There's just like a dull blue light emanating from the runes on the wall. And it's about nighttime when you guys return. And as you walk through the door, or through the main gates of the city, you see a couple guards posted on the side with like flagons of ale, leaned on a perch, just drinking, having a casual conversation. And you see the magnificent pool, the almost small lake of the oasis water that is reflecting the moonlight and the stars, gently rippling out, with the massive stone pillar jutting out about 50 or so feet. And you see off in the distance behind the oasis, you see the city and you see lights. You see magic lights that are glowing these different colors and shades of red and blue and green and white and purple and pink and everything in between, as it looks like there's a massive citywide party going on during the Festival of the Djinn. You guys make your way through, and every corner there's music playing, and there's lights, these magical orbs of light that just shoot through the center of the street, floating above everybody about maybe 15-20 feet in the air, and they're like disco balls, changing colors every couple seconds, slowly fading, like I was saying, between the greens and reds, blues, pinks, yellows, everything. And you smell the magnificent smells of fresh grilled meat and different breads and pastries being made, what look like pizzas, flatbreads with different sauces and ingredients thrown on top, and these magnificent feasts being held throughout the streets.
I'm gonna. I feel famished, so I'm gonna find the nearest I don't know, stand or something that has like food, like a finger food of some sort.
Finger foods? Yeah, there's with the festival, there's a lot of street carts and food vendors that are normally kind of scattered throughout the city, but majority of them kind of try to stay in the market district. But here, during the festival, they're allowed to spread out throughout the city, and there's multiple places that you could stop along the way. The first place that you notice is kind of like a butcher's venue. It's like a butcher's stand set up with different slabs of meat and a kind of like a black stone grill where he's making kebabs and skewers, and there's brats and different looks like sausages, and a couple steaks being slapped down as well. Yeah. Right now he's doing kebabs for 2 silver. He's doing like 8-ounce fillets for 5 silver, and he is doing he has ribs for which he does by the pound. It's a 3 silver a pound for the ribs.
Ah, interesting. But I will I'll do like 2 skewers.
2 of the skewers, yeah. He pulls them right out of off the flat top, and he dunks them in this what looks like a barbecue sauce. It's kind of thick and almost like a mesquite color, like a maroonish, almost, yeah, like barbecue sauce. And he pulls them out and he hands them to you. You guys exchange, and you take a bite, and it is delicious. It falls right off of it can melt in your mouth. It kind of is so tender that you don't even really need to necessarily bite into it super hard. You just kind of put your teeth on it and you can just pull it off. The whole thing comes off, and it's just it's delicious.
I'm gonna be like, wow, this is it's been a long time since I've had such a tasty morsel. It seems like how do you prepare this? Because this is unlike anything I've ever had in my travels.
Just meat with some sauce, grill cooked to perfection, I don't really I didn't tenderize it too much because just didn't feel the need. But I just used salt and pepper, quality beef, quality products. I have my own farm, not far outside.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's here. It's in the city limits technically. It's in the city gate, but I have a farm and I raise all the cattle and all of the animals that I butcher and sell. And yeah, the sauce is kind of a family recipe. A couple different things added in there. There's some tiave, brown sugar. Ketchup, vinegar, a couple different things, but yeah, it's pretty good. I sell that by the bottle, by the jar, if you'd be interested in grabbing some of that. But
You know what? I absolutely. I think I will grab that. You know, I'm quite the traveler, you see, and you know, on my travels, there is, you know, you have to make do
I
with whatever you find and everything. So
understand.
yeah,
I don't travel. I haven't traveled much in my life, but I'm sure you throw this on anything. I mean, in my own personal experience, you throw this on anything and it tastes good. So I'm sure what you come along on your travels, it will only enhance the flavor of whatever you find. But it is 1 silver piece for the jarred sauce.
okay. I'll hand him one. So, and I'll be like, "Is this So tell me about this festival. You know, is this Do you look forward to this festival? Are you you know, do you practice this festival, or are you just here, you know, selling your wares and your goods?"
I am mainly here selling wares. I mean, I live here. I have a booth here in the city, but I love the festival. I worship. Offer my sacrifices to the Jinn. I give my offerings, and I praise them when I'm doing well, and I still praise them when I'm not doing well. I wouldn't say praise might not be the best word, but I'm thankful for them for what they've done for the city, and our founding is very tied to them in the history of the continent. So it's pretty cool to see year after year, but also it's a very good time of business for me. The festival is good for all business, I suppose, and I always turn a good profit, so to speak.
Interesting. So have you ever run of these gin, or you know, are you have you stayed clear? Do you know what I might find?
I'm sorry, you broke up a little bit for the first part. Can you say it again?
Yeah, I said, have you ever run into any of these gin, and if so, you know, where might I find some of them?
Normally it's very rare for them to come here, to be completely honest. We don't normally we don't see them. The council, the higher ups normally go see them. It's normally like the Mudain and some of the council of 6 that go to visit visit them in their plane. That is where they take our offerings to give, and then they normally come back. And
Interesting. Okay. Well, thanks for your time.
yeah, enjoy the rest of the festival.
Yeah, you as well.
You make your way. I kind of just pictured everybody just standing, waiting for you to finish your
I was
conversation.
gonna say, I want to overhear this conversation. I want to flip this old man a gold coin and say, "Good luck with your business."
Oh, thank you. And you guys make your way through the city. Eventually, you make your way to the Mudain's palace. You make your way to the palace and the council room, and you see the red obsidian stone again, the maroon staircase that leads up into the council room, and you see when you walk up the stairs, you hear a faint echoing of voices through the halls as you first walk in, and you make your way up the stairs, and as you get closer you can recognize some of the voices, everybody except Jamie, of course. You hear Lucas Black, the head mage of the city, and you see Tansy Meadowbrook along with a few, I would say, two others of the council, but you don't see the Mudain along with two others. And they look over, and there's some surprise, but a bit of relief on their faces as you all walk in. But you do see some worry. Tansy, as you guys walk in, she looks surprised at first, but then she jumps down from her little. She's standing on a chair just so that way she can, be at eye level with everybody, being a halfling. And she jumps down from the chair, runs across the room, and she jumps into Volgrim's arms, gives him a big hug. I'm glad you're all right.
I'm glad you're all right. I missed you when I was gone, but I'm glad that I was able to return to you.
I missed you, and I'm glad you're back. A lot's happened since you guys have been gone.
You can definitely say that.
Do you want to start, or should we?
I think you all should. You might need to take a seat for what we got to tell you.
I was gonna say you might have to do that yourself. So today is the 4th day of the Jin's Blessing Festival. On the 3rd day, normally, on the 1st day, we have our parade. We start outside the city, and we make our way through, and we have our parade and our party. And 2nd day is when offerings are collected, and the sacrifices we make for the Jinn. That's part of the big reason of the festival, symbolizing, sacrificing. Making small sacrifices now can have big return in the future. And so all the offerings were brought and gathered, and this morning the Mudain and two other members of the council and some guards and a few others plane shifted into the realm of Plane of Fire to deal with the Jinn that resided there for, more magic to help power the city and the city's engines. And they haven't come back yet. The
Mudain went by with how many people?
He went with 2 other members of the council, the second in command of the military, aside from Myrrh. Myrrh would have gone if she were present, but she was not. And a couple other guards and a few other workers.
And does the Mudain typically do this by himself, or every year?
Yeah. Lucas Black speaks up. Yes, every year. This is normally how it's done. The last we heard from him was an hour or so ago, and all he said was, "It's not there."
What was he looking for specifically?
Normally, there's a shrine on the outside of town. It's beyond the gate. You guys might have passed it on your way in the first time. It was the first shrine ever built in honor of the Jinn, and every year we honor it by adding new lamps to the collection, because there was the first lamp from our first festival was still there, and it is kind of a ceremonial lamp, and it is kind of what started this festival and our contract with the Jinn. We sent a party to the shrine a couple maybe 13 minutes ago, after the message was received and the ceremonial lamp was gone. And we believe
I
this angered the jinn.
I see. Have you guys gotten any leads to who has taken this?
We believe the jinn have taken them and are holding them.
Oh, so that they don't have to abide by their promise.
Because they believe with the lamp not there, we were the ones who did not uphold our end of the promise. And that is why we believe they were taken.
That's a great idea. I feel like that adds up.
So what happens if the lamp isn't returned? This is it sounds like it's a pretty important part of your festival and agreement with the jinns, so what's going on there?
Well, the rest of the folk don't know, but if the lamp is not returned and deals don't negotiations don't continue with the jinn, we probably would stop getting magic supplied to the city from them, and more than likely the people who went into the realm of fire will never come back.
Well, maybe our party can look into it.
If you don't mind, you're more than welcome to. It would be greatly appreciated.
What kind of award could we get for looking into this?
What? I'm not really the person to be talking about this. I
Okay.
don't really know what kind of rewards we could. What would you want?
It's
Would you
okay.
Like the king of a
We'll-
country. What else could you get? What else could
We'll
you
discuss this later with the Mudain. Let us go and we'll look into it and see what we can find.
Want? Okay. Be my guest. We would appreciate the help. He says behind kind of gritted teeth.
Well, hopefully, keep sending messages, and hopefully they haven't killed them. And we will get back to you by the end of the day.
It's nighttime. You mean tomorrow?
Well, yes.
Okay. Then say tomorrow.
Well, who am I to guess how you look at time? We all look at time differently, maybe. Dickhead.
You know what? I'm just gonna walk out, and he turns around and he walks out. As it appears, this council meeting has ended. The few members that were there, we kind of break. Tansy gets back out of her chair, but what? So that's our news. What's your news? Wait, should Lucas hear this? Should Lucas hear
Yeah,
this?
and he probably
Lucas! Come back!
they probably should.
What? Just come back. They want to tell us something. Okay. And he just comes back, very kind of
Wait,
he seems frustrated.
and as he walks back and being frustrated, I want to be like, never mind. We should probably wait for the Mudain. He's probably the most important person here.
Oh, fuck you!
Yeah, let's just tell them later, because I mean, he's not that important, guys. Wait, we should probably just tell the higher ups.
I'm an archmage, dick.
An archmage that clearly doesn't know how to tell time.
Cast silence on you all.
These hands
What
about to
was
be
that? I can hear you over there. What?
Mage Slayer. Satan.
Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. And he just waves his hand and it ends.
But yeah, let's head to that. Does anyone feel like teleporting me there? I would love to check out that shrine.
It's not far outside the city. I mean, if you want to.
Oh yeah, let's just head there.
Can I? Well, on our way out, can I pull Volgrim and Brienne to the side? Well, just the whole party to the side.
Before you leave, can I steal him for just a second? Tansy says, pointing at Volgrim.
Yeah, go.
Yeah,
Ooh.
course.
Volgrim, quick. He said, "Oh yeah, sure."
Yes.
Yeah, you know.
I just wanted to tell you there's some other stuff that happened today. I actually got some really good news.
Oh, okay.
What news would that be?
Well, my ambassador request got approved. I can travel. I can leave the city. I can go. I was told that I'm supposed to go to Phafos and train with the maesters there, and they want to let me shadow the council, and they want to let me get in with like the record keepers and the lore keepers of the city, so I can help build relations with the city, but also learn more, so I can come back here and be ready for my seat on the council.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you. They told me I had to leave as soon as possible, so I started packing this morning, and I'm supposed to leave tomorrow.
Oh. Tomorrow. That's
I know
it's awfully soon.
I know. I wish I had more time, but I don't know. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity, and I can't say no. So I wanted to ask you something.
Okay.
Will you come with me? Because aren't you,
You know-
that you're from there, right? And that you told me that's where your parents were, and you started that school. You have a seat on the council already, technically. So like, you could help me in. You could help be my way in. You know, not saying I want to use you just for that. You know, I care about you a lot, and you know, we have some very fun physical stuff going on too. But that's not why I want you to come. It's because I love you.
Well, when you say all that, how can I say no?
Are you serious? Do you mean it?
Of course. I've kept my word to you. Every single time that I left, I said I would come back to you, and that was the reason why, aside from trying to stay alive my damn self, but was to come back to you. So that's what I'll do. I'll take you around and show you all that I know. So I guess I'll have to tell the rest of the party of Fafo I have to tell them the news.
She gives you a big hug, and she's like, I know that's a lot to ask. I don't want to take you away from them. I know how much you all have been through together and everything, so this really means a lot to me, Volgrim, but yeah, take your time. I understand. Just, you know where I live. Come, just meet me there, okay?
Sounds like a plan.
Gives you a kiss and runs off.
Bro, I swear to God, I thought you were about to say she was pregnant.
Oh, nah.
Bro, for real. Nah, I got some shit to Volgrim when he tells us, so I was thinking of jokes that entire fucking time. I got some shit coming, boy.
Nah, Volgrim said he ain't Spielberg. He ain't spilling like that.
Who's Spielberg? My name is Brian, bitch.
Crazy.
Talk to him, Brienne.
Brienne just mad that, Volgrim won't going around slinging, a little something for her. She likes little men, but Volgrim said he
You know
likes
damn well you're a little
women.
too tall for me, Volgrim.
A little too tall is crazy.
That's disgusting because I'm like all of 3 feet.
That's crazy. That should be criminal, bro.
Brienne out here messing with. I'm sorry, Brienne out here messing with toddlers, bro. It's crazy.
Wop,
Whoa.
wop, wop, wop.
The average gnome is pretty old, actually.
It's fair.
When have you ever seen a young gnome?
They all look the same.
Exactly, old.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Gnomes are born old.
Racist.
Are we
Yeah, that was kinda racist.
being racist towards gnomes right now in my
A little bit.
campaign? That's crazy.
I was gonna say I am a rock gnome. That is offensive.
Crazy. But Volgrim returns to the party.
Vulgar, what was that about?
That was about my last night with you guys.
What do you mean last night? Are you gonna betray us as well?
No, never betray. I told you that my allegiance never wavers, but Tansy has an opportunity to go back to to travel. Her travel sort of ban has been lifted, and she's able to go to Phastos, and basically she has the opportunity to become a part of the council, if you will. And she's asked me to go with her, and I'm gonna take that opportunity. You know, I kept making her promises that I would return to her, and I really meant it. That I was going to try to slow down. Her and I had a conversation about trying to be together, and I don't want her to continually have to worry about if I'm going to make it back or not. So I'm going to return back to the kingdom with her, and I'm going to try to look over the school. Gandalf's influence over there may be quite dangerous, as Jamie said, so I'm going to try to, while everybody else is, traveling, I'm going to try to make sure that things are safe there, as well as bolster up the academic wing of the school, because Gandalf was I kind of let Gandalf run wild with the dark arts and dark magics, but the academic wing is just as important. And I feel like in this age where so much history is happening, there needs to be folks that are recording it as well as learning how to combat this dangerous threat that we have.
Name a better person that is better for that job. I cannot. But damn, whatever happened to bros before broads?
Yeah. I know I'm kind of new. This sounds an awful lot of like wavering loyalty.
No,
really
never.
does.
Never wavering loyalty.
Broad comes around and he just don't know how to act.
Well, see, this is different. This is no ordinary broad. This will be my wife one day. So, this is not one of your sexcapades, Brienne. This is something real.
We run something past you before you judge me. What happens when you can't even have a love life because there's no world left because you gave up on our cause?
Oh, this is not a giving up. But like I said, I'm looking to bolster the academic wing, and someone has to also help take over the magical side of the school as well. So I think I'm going to try to take care of that.
Grant scratches her face a little and says, "Yeah, I've been, missing out on some of my duties myself. So I understand where you're coming from."
We've been away from the kingdom for so long that I think it wouldn't hurt to spend a little bit more time there. And Tansy is an amazing asset to our kingdom as well, and she'll make a great consult to any resource that she ends up becoming for any of the kingdoms. So I think that helping her bolster her knowledge as well as keeping an eye on the school will be where I'm best served, at least for right now. I think that if the time comes that I'm needed, I may return, but for right now, I want to focus on education and love. So I ask that you all let me do that, and know that I'll have a sending stone. So if you absolutely need me, I may be able to be called away for a spell or two.
I hope more than just a spell or two. I hope we can count on you to lay out your life on the line the same way would do for yours.
I've done it as many times as you've seen thus far, so don't expect any less.
Bran will start like not tearing up, being like, "Damn, I'm losing another friend already."
I look up and I say, "Is it raining, or Brian? Are you about to cry? You need those teardrops are kind of big, and I'm
Brian's
only
just
just
rolling
so
her armor and saying, "Them's are fighting words, sir."
okay, Brian. I'll let you live this time."
I go up to Volgrim and tell him though I did not know you very well, I think you'll be a great man for the job, and I'll send you whatever information I can remember on any of Gandalf's doings within the Wizards College.
Thank you, Jamie. It's greatly appreciated.
Well, I guess there's some good news. We will be traveling back together, I hope.
Will you accompany us for this last adventure in Weha before we all head back to Phastos?
Well, Tansy says that she has to leave by morning, so if you're leaving by morning, then yes. But if you're not, then unfortunately, I will get to the kingdom before you all.
I think we can get this done by morning. I think we know exactly what happened to this.
I just smirk at Brienne. I say, "You're a good detective, aren't you?"
Yeah, it was crazy. The second he said something about it, I just had a hunch.
This is the lamp that I'm thinking of, right?
Yes.
Okay, the whole time I was like, "Is this the shit that we got in our fucking pocket?"
I was like, "Yo, what can we get for this reward?"
Why? Crackhead tendencies. It's right there. I'm gonna steal that item and then help you look for it. Fucking lie.
Brienne, the type to steal your catalytic converter, then sell it back to you for $40.
Oh, I heard you need one of them.
I just happen to have this. The hell.
I just happen to have.
Imagine you're making model that easy. Wow, crazy.
I just got a shipment.
You'll never guess what I have.
I got these cheeseburgers, man.
He was scared. He said, "Here's this." Adios. I'm going home.
Hey, Lloyd.
I see you.
Yes.
Adios.
Anything to say? What's going through your mind as Volgrim tells you all this?
You know, I already had to lose one friend. What's another? I'm over there brooding, you know, disappointed but understanding, but still disappointed.
I walk over to Aloy and I've had them on the.
I'm playing.
You know, it's far less of a goodbye, and I'll see in more of a I'll see you later. So don't worry.
That's what they all say.
Crazy.
No, it's fine.
So I'll have to catch up with you all later. Tell me when you all are ready to leave. That way I can me and Tansy can leave with you all if you are in fact leaving at that time, or do you really need me now?
Well, I can't speak for the group per se, but I mean your presence would be welcome, seeing as we are, you know, about to get into it with Mudain and whoever and the gym.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll stay. I guess we'll pick up Tansy on the way out.
Hey man, don't let me sway your decision if your mind has been made. If your resolve is strong.
Oh, all right. Fuck it. We'll pick up Tansy on the way out.
Oh, okay. We love that.
We do indeed. So where do you guys head? What do you do now? As you've decided to take this one last adventure together.
Well, let's go. Definitely.
You muted yourself as you were talking.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So, I guess did they give us a path? Do we know where to go? From what that person was saying earlier.
From what Lucas told
What
you,
was the last location?
their last location, they were in the Plane of Fire, making their way towards the City of Brass. And
Hey,
Flame of
can
Fire.
you guys hear me?
yes, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Now.
Okay, I'm sorry. I cut out there.
You did. On my screen, it said you muted yourself.
That's
Has
weird.
anyone been to the Plane of Fire?
I was thinking we should go put the lamp back before we do anything.
To answer your question, Levi, yes, people have been to the Plane of Fire before.
No, I mean like with any of us.
No, you have not. The only
Oh.
plane of the only opposite. You've only been to two other planes besides this one so far: the Shadow Realm and the Feywild, the Realm of Fairies.
Interesting. Okay. Because I was about to say we could use
Good plane shift there. Yeah, you're correct.
we could plane shift there, but no one knows the location, which is a component.
The City of Brass.
The City of Brass.
Yes, sir. But yeah, if you want to make your way back towards the shrine, you are more than welcome to. It takes you, I don't know, maybe an hour, so a little bit longer than it would normally due to the packed city streets of the festival. All of them feigning ignorance to the stakes of what could behold the city if you guys don't accomplish this mission. But you make your way back to the shrine, and you see the similar. Let me actually pull up a map for you guys, because you guys have been here before. Which one is it? It's this one, I think. Let's go! I was right first fucking try!
Let's go.
Let's go! Things you love to see. It is nighttime. And I will do music. Almost grabbed. The five of you race towards the shrine, and you see the familiar structure. You see the wind chimes that are scattered about the open entrance, made of bones and shells, and shattered pieces of glass, everything. You see the scattered lamps and vases around the room, the tapestry in the middle of the floor floor spread, a couple lit candles, though some of them have burnt out or been extinguished. You see the dais of which the ceremonial lamp was once placed. What would you like to do?
I don't have the lamp, so. But
Oh, shit. I would like to take it out of the bag of holding that's in here.
As you pull it out of the bag of holding, you feel this thumping sensation, this feeling coming from the lamp as this like pulse of energy kind of rattles around inside of it. Eventually, not knowing, you hold it out and eventually it begins to glow faintly, and smoke begins to billow out of the spout, out of the spout of it, and it begins to swirl around the room. Who dares break our pact? The dishonor of contracts. How dare you return to where our pact was broken? Unless you plan to repay the debt that is owed.
what debt is owed? I may ask.
Service.
To you.
Yes.
But Weha got you.
That is what they get for breaking our pact.
How may we restore this pact? Also, freeing the Mudayin.
I will not entertain your pleas here. If you wish to negotiate, meet me in the city of Brass, where I hold my new servants. And
Then oh, you're gonna end it? Can I say something else?
say it one more time.
Can-
I'm sorry, you're kind of breaking up.
Can I say before the end? Can I say,
You're breaking up. I didn't hear that last part.
hello?
There you are. Hello. Sorry, I can't
Yeah.
really hear you. You're breaking up.
My bad. I said, can we skip that part? And we got some important things we need to get to. I was just gonna give you your lamp back and head out on our way.
Return the lamp, and I will hear your argument.
So we need to come to where you are to return the lamp.
No, you fucking dweeb. Put it back on the fucking dais.
Hold the fuck up. I could smash this fucking lamp if I wanted to, bitch.
And the city of Weha will fall. Turn to dust that blows with the sand. And
You're lucky I like that. And I like placed it back on the pedestal.
As as it returns to the dais, the lamp begins to glow brighter. It was like a faint red. Now it's almost like a bright fluorescent orange, and there's the smoke's still billowing out more aggressively now, almost like a kettle coming to a boil. And for a second, the smoke fills the entire room, and you can't see anything. Just the smoke, and you can feel it kind of burning as it gets down in your lungs. So it's not like a poison or a toxin or anything. It's just smoke, like regular smoke from like a wood burning fire, and it kind of burns your lungs and it stings your eyes and noses as it gets in there. And then it settles down and it subsides. Smoke still billowing out of the lamp onto the floor, and it kind of covers it in like this mysterious fog. And with the lamp still there, kind of sitting crisscrossed in front of you on the floor, in front of the dais, you see a red-skinned individual with this like plate mail on. He has these. He has no shoes, but he has like plate armor on his legs, covering his legs. He has like a little leather. What's the word I'm looking for? Like a little tunic, and a chest plate and shoulder guards. And you see there an Afridi, which you have encountered once before a while back. So, you are the ones who stole my lamp and broke this 1,000-year-old contract, not even meaning to, I assume. What can I do for you? Or, in this case, what can you do for me to restore my part of the contract, which I technically don't have to, now that it has been technically nullified?
We want you to spare the people of Weha and absolve them from their sins.
And maybe, instead of making contractual agreements, you could help the city of Weha without any contractual agreement.
I mean, why would I do that? Why would I? I can see where you're coming from. If I could be a noble, kind-hearted Afreet and kindly
no one
offer
said
up my magic to them for free, but what do I get?
No one ever said a free. I feel like Weha would pay you tenfold if you were to work out a beneficial situation where you get a little extra money without having this serious contract.
I mean, we do have a good agreement going on. We give them our magic. They offer us offerings, sacrifices, and every now and then some slaves. And to be honest, the slaves we just got are some good slaves. This is a crazy conversation to have in context. I'm very sorry we're having this conversation.
You have something to say, bro?
No, I'm sorry. Well, that's the session, guys. I'm gonna call it there. I'm sorry. Good night.
Conversations.
You got any demi-humans down there, bro?
I'm sorry, what?
I said, you got any demi-humans in stock?
How many steps do I really go? So.
Anyone named Roctalia?
No.
Oh, damn.
So I'm thinking we could probably get you a better deal with Weha. Is what I would, with us on your negotiation side, we could probably get something better for you. But us personally, probably don't have anything worth your while.
Roll me a persuasion check.
I'm rolling it right now. Sorry, it has to load.
Sorry, my cat was acting up. I had to go pick him up. What'd you roll?
Just 1 second. Trying to do it now.
No, my fault.
A 14. Can I have advantage with this?
Why?
I don't know. I feel like I get advantage with persuasion, but I think it was only for.
It's with-
Oh no, I'm not even wearing it. Never mind. Damn.
You see, we thought we already had a good deal with them, and then the more we thought about it, I mean, their offerings were nice. Every now and then, we got a couple good workers to help in the city of brass, in the furnaces to help keep our city going as well. But in the end, it started to cost us a lot. Giving the city all this magic stored up. Do you know how much magic is stored up in their little engine? Enough magic to keep that city running and hidden, which is not even really that well hidden, for the next 200 years.
Well, I did say that we could potentially get you a better contract. There's nothing that says that you have to go back to how things were.
And you're right, we don't have to go back to how things were, because I feel like we shouldn't go back to the way things were.
Well, we agree there, sir. You shouldn't have to go back to things were. But yeah, let's try to discuss this together with the Daun. Oh wait, I caught it. The Daun.
Moida.
Oh,
Bro, that's hilarious.
That's funny, bro. That's so funny.
yeah, you guys know what I meant.
Roll me another persuasion check.
All right. Did I have guidance for this one? Is anyone still extra guidance needed today?
I don't think anybody
Well-
has guidance.
I think I do.
Oh, you have it? Okay.
Yeah. I'll cast guidance on him.
Okay.
Thank you, Toby.
You got.
Ooh,
You
I'm-
could assist him in making negotiations. You know, he doesn't just have to agree. That could give him advantage instead of just the guidance.
Assistant, so roll as well. That's
If
it.
you assist him, either you both could roll one, or he would get advantage on his. It's whatever you want to do.
I have +9 to a persuasion. I just been rolling low.
Oh, bro, yeah, let me see what I have. I think mine is somewhat high.
You're a sorcerer, so it should be high.
If I can find my damn thing.
High.
You said what?
I said level 18. Don't even know your characters. That's not.
Never mind. My persuasion is a +4.
Yeah, you want to back me up?
Yeah, sure. I will give you advantage, and I'll cast guidance.
It's either one or the other, actually.
Oh, okay.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
How about advantage?
How about guidance? Is probably better.
That's crazy. Advantage is way better than guidance.
Not when you roll a 13.
A 13
Oh,
plus
damn.
9.
No, it's a 4 + 9.
But it's advantage. Did you roll two? Like you rolled 2 4s?
No, the second one was a 12.
Okay. A 12.
So it's a 21 total. Something like that.
Okay. No, you're good. I see your point. We've had a good thing going for a while, but I suppose the least I could do is hear out a contract negotiation. And if we don't like things on the table, then we'll leave things on the table. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, I mean, it's either we find something out now or figure something out with more people involved. So yeah, I agree.
So you and I and your friends there are going to set out a new contract, or are we going to grab the people that actually live in the city?
Yeah, we're gonna grab. Just let's just go ahead and grab the fuck. I can't even. What's the name again?
Muidain.
Mudain.
The Muidain.
And the rest of them, and then we could have our conversation and draw up a contract. And I, you do have some things going, and you have all the leverage in the world right now. Let's go ahead and make this contract, and maybe we can make it worth your while.
I suppose. Do you want to travel with me?
Do you guys want to go with them? How about
Sure,
we all
let's do it.
meet in the Mudain's office?
The Mudain's office. Roll me one last persuasion check.
Okay.
Okay.
Another 21.
Are you sure? We'll have it in the Mudain's office. And you guys are almost instantly. Let me. Find your way back to the city of Weha. You were in the desert, you were at the shrine, and suddenly you are at the Mudain's office, at the council table where you guys originally just were. This time, instead of Tansy and Lucas Black, sitting across from you all is that of the Ifrit, the figure that you had all met moments ago, and now he is sitting there with two more Afridi, as well as the Mudain and the two other council members, and they have chains of fire around their neck, and you can see like blisters and singe marks around their skin where they've been exposed to it. They look very uncomfortable and not really having the best time. So, the Muidain kind of begins to speak. So about this contract.
So let's heal you up first. Mudain. I cannot imagine the pain you're going through. And can I cast a? I think I have cure wounds or something like that. I forget which wound I have.
As a paladin, you should have lay on hands.
Lay on hands is what it is. Yeah, it's like 20 something total points.
I don't know how big your pool
Yeah.
is, yeah, but yeah, you have something like that.
Can I heal them until they're not as scabbed and hurt and burned?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. The
And
chain.
it-
Oh, go ahead.
And as I'm healing them, I do want to start discussing that the about tell the Mudain everything, but how we found it. But just say like we returned it, and yeah.
Well, where did you find it? How did it? I don't understand why it wasn't there to begin with. We came here we went to negotiate with him, and then and then all of a sudden we were taken prisoner, and everything we had was taken, and.
Well, we can discuss how it got back later. For now, just know it was returned, and yes, we will have to draw up a new contractual agreement. But I think it was about time you guys have done that. When was the last contractual agreement you guys made, anyways?
Was the initial contract that was made, I believe. I believe the contract was revised around the time of the Doombringer.
The Doombreaker.
The Doombringer, Igorl.
Oh, Igor. Okay. Well, yeah, the genies. I was speaking with the genie or the Jinn. Sorry, I was speaking with the Jinn, and they were starting to grow unpleased with the services and that the contract brought, and you know, I think something like this was going to be bound to happen eventually, and maybe it wouldn't have happened on as good of terms as it is now. So let's just drop the contract and be on our day.
I suppose you're right. We can't keep living like we were in the days of old. Times are changing. People change.
And maybe, just maybe, the Gen might be able to even bless you with more power based off the contractual agreement that we can make today. What do you think about that, Gen?
Are you saying we should give them more of our power?
Well, I'm saying for getting more, you should give more. Is kind of the idea I was shooting for. I think if it's substantial enough to make a contractual agreement, maybe we can, yes, get more power for Weha.
You see, when you came into this agreement, you said this contract can go in my favor. And in
Which it
case
still can. Just because giving more power doesn't mean it still won't go in your favor.
I have a lot of leverage here in this negotiation, so you must be willing to give up quite a lot.
Well, it depends on quite a lot and what that demands of the city of Weha. But I think possibly.
What leverage do you feel like you have here, Mr. Moidain? Because
Oh, that was the Muidain, that was the Jin.
That was the Jin.
that was the Jin. Okay, my bad. I was like, if they cut off your magic, you're beat. But
Yeah, he knows his place.
Yeah, he's not
Yeah.
looking great right now.
Yeah.
So, let's begin with the negotiations, I suppose. What do you think? How much of our...
So what were you guys? Oh, sorry.
No,
Go
you're good.
ahead.
I'm just trying to think of how I want to word it. So go ahead while I think for a second.
Okay, I was gonna say how we should start with the base that was already being given, I suppose, and we should be looking for more. You said towards the end you were paying a little bit more than what you were getting, so let's fix that right away. And maybe we can work out a deal where we start providing more services for your city other than just slaves.
Interesting proposition there. What other services could you all provide exactly? You all
Well-
in particular? Or just the people?
Not us. People in general. The city of Weha. What other kind of services does a gen require?
That's a great question. To be quite transparent, I feel like we don't need very much. We can be greedy at times, I admit. So I feel like, to be honest, in the city of Brass, we have been running into a lot of not refugees, but new people coming in, and apparently these people have certain tastes, can't always, some of the food per se in the city of Brass, I suppose, could be better. A lot of people come in and expecting the food to be exquisite, where we don't rely on food very much. A lot of the people that live there are literally like elemental creatures, like myself, fire elementals, things like that. The dwarves that reside there are literally made out of metal. Did you know that? They don't need
Wow.
They don't need to eat. They eat rocks. They don't care what food tastes like.
That sounds like my kind of play.
But anyways, so perhaps if you had some cooks.
You know, I have a grand idea. How about the City of Phaethos start a grand cook competition, and the winner of the competition will be the best cook, and they will start being your cooks for your guests who are staying in their city.
That's not a bad idea. I could get behind that.
And I was thinking, for a better trade relationship between the two cities, maybe more of an open-minded contract with position for change, you guys could agree to work with each other.
Forgive me, you lost me. How does your trade routes... What does that have to do with my deal with this man for his city?
I mean, between you two, I don't have any. Yeah, I don't need any more trade partners. I just meant between the two of you. In the past, it's been very cutthroat. This is your time that you have to give me my slaves and my money. And I would say you guys could probably get rid of that and just be more talkative. You guys work together to, I've been here for not too long, but I have noticed that Jin and the common folk live amongst each other in this city. Why have such a barrier between each other when you could be working for each other more often?
Thank you, sir. Roll me a persuasion check.
Okay.
With advantage.
Uh, 27 was the first one, and the second one was a 14, so 27. Or 16, so 27.
They kind of look at each other for a second. You know, she has a point. You bring a very important detail to our attention. As you are right.
Well, I am happy that I was able to clear the smoke in the room, if one could say. Now that you guys are both here, I would love to discuss something. Is as if we're, hopefully we're done with the negotiations, but I would love to discuss something that has happened to the world as of lately that I believe is a great danger, and I hope that you guys could listen to.
We are all ears. Yeah, we're all ears, as Mudain says, speaking up.
So, as of late, you guys know we've been trying to stop the resurrection. Maybe not you, Jin, but the Mudain surely did know that we were trying to stop the resurrection of a dark evil. And I think we were able to take a step in that direction. But in our path, another dark evil has been created. Do you remember our companion Gandalf?
The Jinn looks. I have no idea what that is. But he speaks up. Yeah, I do believe I'm correctly. Well,
Yeah.
to be honest, all of you.
Brood is a characteristic of our group for sure, but not the keyword correct. Now, he, while stopping this dark evil, he has found himself to become a lich, and has turned on the likes of us, and has become a creature that the world is to fear. And he has found himself with possession of the hand and eye of Vecna.
This name and these artifacts, with the mention of them, the Ifrit, they both kind of look at you eyes wide. They both kind of simultaneously. What?
And I hold my calm and say, yes, you heard me correctly.
They both look super stressed. The Ifrit, the main one, because there's two more at this negotiation. They also look worried, but the main one kind of stands up. Oh, this is not fucking good. The Muidain says, this is a very dark, serious matter. It's been rumored that the eye and head have not been together since they were apart of Vecna. And that is not such a good sign. Something dark is coming for this generation.
I interrupt and say, for this world.
Right.
And I believe no dimension is safe from the terrors of these strong and powerful artifacts and this strong and powerful lich. And I do believe your kingdom, your city, is at risk.
Do you know what his plans are?
Oh no, we could barely even tell that he was not one of us. This information was just as fresh. It's a fresh cut, if people say.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear of your betrayal. This is much more important than the matter with the Jinn. They can have whatever they need as long as they're willing to provide power to help protect our city and the realm and defeat this dark force. The Ifrit speaks up, willing to provide that, so long as you can help with materials needed and material components of some magics that will be needed to conduct these rituals. And Muidain says, "That's it? Are you sure?" Well, aside from the cooks, yes, sure. We have been allies for some time, comrades, business partners. Somewhere along that time, we've learned to coexist, and conceivably forgotten to. I would like to continue my ancestors' legacy by coexisting with you here today and working towards a path of righting the wrongs of this dark force. They shake hands, and the flaming collars around their necks begin to fade.
Let's go. I didn't know Brienne was diplomatic and shit.
It's almost like you were born to be
Did not realize that Brienne was this diplomatic either.
Nah, she pulled out a valid point of like I was working for people, and I was like, damn, that actually really would get to him.
Let's go. No, I honestly would love to make alliances with our kingdom and your kingdom, and maybe we can defeat this evil together.
Yes, we could definitely do that.
Maybe I could send one of my mates once I get back to my kingdom over to yours, and we can create a portal intertwining our cities.
Yes, that would be great. We should install teleportation circles between our two cities. And you being the king of your city, I should let you know that I just approved a case of a young halfling girl who seems on the path to, I don't want to say greatness, but she is a very bright student and she wants to help me go to a better place, and I believe she is capable of doing that. I sent her to your maesters. I'm planning on sending her to your maesters in the city to study, and hopefully she becomes a good asset to you in your city.
That means a ton to me, and I will make sure that we receive her with the love and guidance that the city fuck, I can't remember my city.
Faithos!
The city of Faithos can bring.
But that being said, I have some things to do. I have to. Well, actually, I don't think I do have anything to do. A new contract has been started, and the festival is going on, I suppose. But we should perhaps send word to allies in the neighboring cities and factions to let them know of this threat.
Is it?
Well, I think there will be a lot of people who, getting this information, would like to partner up with Gandalf. So I think we could maybe wait to tell people so soon, and let's determine a game plan, and go from there.
Perhaps you're right. I don't know. You're crazy enough to side with the Lich, but people are crazy these days. You never know what will happen. So,
Indeed.
I suppose we keep this secret then. And eventually you don't notice, but as you guys begin to have this conversation, you don't notice them doing it, but eventually you guys look to that end of the table because you're so focused on conversation with Dain, you don't notice that the Afridi have completely vanished and are no longer in the room.
Oh damn! Not even a bye. No, but I think Mudain, that we have established a better trade relationship amongst you and the Jinn, and I look forward to seeing next time what this turns into. But for now, we do need to get on the road. Is there anything else you need of us?
Before you go, I just wish to offer you my thanks. I know when you first arrived in my city, I did not receive you the fairest. I do wish to apologize. That being said, I wish you best of luck with Enfield. If anybody is going to stop this threat, it is going to be all right here.
And before we go, like as we're leaving out the door, I want to whisper, I was the one who stole the fuck was it called? I was the one who stole the lamp, and just shut the door behind me and walk away.
but the door closes and he still has his smile on, and his eye just starts twitching super hard. And he's just like, what?
I want to walk away, like kind of like you know how in movies the action figure walks away from the explosion.
You walk away from the verbal explosion that happened in the room, and you make your way back out into the streets of the city. At this point in the night, the streets have kind of parted ways, and you see dancers begin to take to the streets. There are 4 dancers, one with different colors on, one with reds and yellows and oranges, one with like teals and light blues, and silvers and whites, one with multiple shades of blues, blacks, dark and light blues, one with like green and brown and orange, greens and browns, and they all have these different streamers of the same colors. And the more you watch the dance that they perform, you realize that they are telling the story of the elements coming together and creating perfect harmony amongst them, each other in the world. It's a magnificent dance, and for a minute you forget they're dancers because you see fire beginning to emanate from one. As she dances with these streamers, you see like a jet of fire dancing behind her from the streamers. The one with water looks like these, with her streamers, it looks like these massive waves are coming up and crashing down onto the sand-colored streets below. There's the one with the browns and greens. She is moving and dancing with her streamers to the point where it looks like the ground itself is shaking, like the streamers of the ground is shaking and moving. And the last one, whites and silvers and teals and light blues, you see her dance and jump and almost soar through the sky of leap and bound, and wind is gusting through her streamers, and almost perfectly the streamers just represent flying carefree and independently through the sky. You make your way to a familiar tavern, the Ladies in Red. You all sit down for a drink and begin to hear the sound of a fiddle playing as a human figure begins to stand up and sing a song, and people begin to dance and cheer. And even though there's much gloom and darkness that has been in your path, this is a night to remind you what it's all for. Being around humans and humanity living a happy, carefree life with music and dance and love and cheer and happiness comforts. It reminds you what is at stake and what you're all fighting for. Is there anything else you would like to do with your evening? Or would you like to take a rest and begin traveling in the morning?
I need to fucking hear them play.
Back to an inn you stayed in not long ago. Do you want to make your tales, I assume? Laying down,
Yeah, I'm going over to Tansy. I'm not going out with these heathens.
you
woman.
The exhaustion takes you, man. So much has happened. Mental, physical exhaustion. Family has been held off by a lot of adrenaline throughout your traveling these past few days. And then once you all lay down to rest, it all hits you at once, and you are out. And you wake up the next morning. It is 11. Would you all like to just call it here for the night, or do you want to keep going?
I'm gonna need to call it here. I'm finna.
Alright.
Nah.
For sure, I'm down.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's go.
Fun little sesh.
Was good to play again.
It felt so good to play again. Oh man, I missed that. We are so fucking back, baby.
I thought we were for sure finna go to the realm of fire, bro.
I thought you guys were too. I had a map ready and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, shit.
I mean, I'm ready to pull out.
You guys could still go if you wanted to. Nothing's stopping you.
Just
I
love.
can't wait.
Said just love.
Just love. Yo. That's fucking crazy. What's that song?
Can't believe this
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
hoes over bros. No, I understand why. I'm just giving you shit.
No, yeah.
Oh shit.